All right, we're back. Final match of the day. We've got Rybakina taking on Kostyuk. Winner's going to play Cartel, I think. Yeah. So let's see how it goes. Medvedev's up a set, and he's about to go up a break against Baez. So that's happening. What a day. What a long day. But we're here. It's been a whole day. And then, yeah, we've got tomorrow, which is going to be busy as well. So we're getting serious now. Things are getting serious. Yeah, massive day. It's been a massive day. For sure. Medvedev is up a set and a break. There you go. All right. 10.5 hours so far. Yeah. It's been a long day. All right, but we've got one more match to go. Rybakina's going to serve first in the final match of the evening. Now, these two have played a few times. 3-1 in favor of Rybakina. They played in Canada last year. Rybakina got the win. The only time that Kostyuk won was back in 2023 Adelaide. But since then, Rybakina's won all matches in straight sets. 6-2, 6-1, 6-2, 6-2, 6-1, 2-1 retirement. So, yeah, since that initial loss, Rybakina has not been troubled since. 15 love. So I got to think that Rybakina's going to win in straight sets. But let's see. Rybakina won the toss. Is that illegal? Is that legal? I think so. Anyways, first serve default, second serve. It's Kostyuk return winner. All right. 15-0. Thanks, everybody, for sticking around all day. I know it's been a long one. All right, 30-15. Nice serving from Rybakina. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. $40-15, good second serve. $40-15. As the return goes into the net, and Rybakina holds 1-love in the first set. Can you stop scratching me, please? Please stop scratching me. Medvedev has been looking sharper lately. Yeah. He's got a good draw too. He should make it. I mean, he should play Djokovic or Draper in the quarters. That'd be really fun. Kostyuk to serve. 1-0. We're going to fault second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Kostyuk. Kostyuk hits a winner. 15 love. Medi could actually beat Nole. Nole hasn't been playing great right now. Yeah, I mean, but he's got to get through Draper. Got to get through Draper first, right? All right. Nice hitting from Rybakina. Lovely backhand winner down the line. 15-0. All right. 30-15. All right, nice serving again, 40-15. As Kostyuk serves again. A double fault. 40-30. Yes. All right, Kostyuk holds 1-0. 1-0. As Rybakina serves. Into the backhand of Kostyuk. Rybakina backhand. Goes long. Love 15. As with a fault. Second serve. As with a double fault. Love 30. Love 30. She who breaks first will win the set. How? Based on what? I need to see how you got to that conclusion. Love 30. You got to show your working on that conclusion because Anyways, 15-30. That goes in the net by Kostyuk. 15-30. Leverage. Okay. Serve. Into the front of Kostyuk. Return goes long, and it's 30-0. Ace out wide. 40-30. There's a bit of fault second serve. Kostyuk standing inside the baseline on the second serve. And she hits a backhand return winner. Ooh, Kostyuk is taking on Rybakina's serve. Deuce. All right, deuce. I'm out in New Wells watching Rybakina. Hey, enjoy that. Return goes in the front of Rybakina. Return, forehand in the line by Rybakina is too good. Advantage Rybakina. That was a decent return from Kostyuk, but Rybakina put it away. As the return goes in, the front of Rybakina, she slices it long, and it's back to deuce. I'll tell you, these returns from Kostyuk are getting scary. She is not afraid of the serve. Remember, it is a night match, and the night match plays a lot slower. So this could play into Kostyuk's hands. Second serve. As return goes in the back of Rybakina. Rybakina in the net. Kostyuk to get the break. Advantage Kostyuk. Boop. All right. Serve again. Into the backhand of Kostyuk. Rybakina forehand. That is too good. And Kostyuk can't get it. Deuce. What are you doing? No. Down. 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 Good girl. Good girl. All right, deuce. As a return goes to the front of Rybakina. Forehand from Kostyuk. Into the front of Rybakina. Off the tape. Doesn't go over. Advantage Kostyuk. Medi up 3, love with the break. Nice. So Medvedev dominating, in other words. All right, advantage Kostyuk. As Rybakina serves. And the front of Kostyuk, front of Rybakina, the front of Kostyuk, cross court's good. And Rybakina hits it wide on the forehand down the line. And Kostyuk gets the break, 2-1 first set. All right. It's going to be a long match. Yep. I'm here for it. Greg's, I understood. What time is it in Australia? It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 4 p.m. All right. Here we go. It's a serve for Kostyuk. She's got the break to start this set. Who's the Asian guy in Rybakina's box, the new coach? No, so that, if it's who I'm thinking it is, that is I think either the tennis director or the CEO of Kazakhstan tennis, or he is high up in the Kazakhstani government. Either way, he's a very important person in Kazakhstan. But he's not a part of the team, but I think he might be. I think he is the CEO of the Tennis Federation over in Kazakhstan, though. If it's the guy that I'm thinking of, because he's there a lot. He's there for a lot of Rybakina's matches. He's there for Bublik sometimes, but mainly for Rybakina, especially on the big stage. I think he was there at the Australian Open. Yeah. I don't know his name, but he is. I think it's, if that's who it is, that's who I'm thinking of. Then yeah. He's high up in the Kazakhstani government. All right, as Kostyuk puts it away, 15-0. Yeah, he's high up in the Kazakhstani Tennis Federation, sorry. Yeah. All right, we get a fault. Second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Kostyuk. Backing out from Rybakina. Into the forehand of Kostyuk. Rybakina forehand again. The forehand of Kostyuk. But Kostyuk hits it long. And it's 15-30. Tough road for Sabalenka too. She has Osaka, Umboka, Anisimova to reach the semis. Yeah. What do you think of Sinner Fonseca? I'm excited for that one. I'm pumped for that tomorrow. All right, 40-30. As Kostyuk looks to consolidate. Into the backhand rally. And Kostyuk misses. As Kostyuk can't get that. Rybakina too strong. Advantage Rybakina to get back on serve. As we get a double fault, Kostyuk. Rybakina is back on serve. Okay. All right. Back on serve. All right, 15 love. Nice serve. Rybakina. Somebody check on Weston. 15 love. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. All right, 30 love. Nice work from Rybakina. All right, serve again. Here's a fault, second serve. There's a return from Kostyuk. Too good. 40-30. Sorry, 40-15. Medvedev wins, by the way. Easily. Borat's from Kazakhstan. Borat's not a real person, though. That's a fictional character. 40-15. All right, 40-30. All right, first serve the fault, second serve. Medi won. Let's go. As the return goes into the back of Rybakina. Backhand from Kostyuk is wide. 3-2. Rybakina takes the lead. Okay. What have we got on tomorrow? Great question. That's a great question. Let me have a look. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. Sabalenka Osaka first match. Crazy. Crazy start, right? Match of the day, first match of the day. Tiafoe Zverev is also on tomorrow. Pardon me. Tien versus Vakina. And also Djokovic doubles. And then we've got the night matches, which are the two bangers, or the three bangers. Fonseca, Sinner, Umboko, Anisimova, and then Eala Noskova to finish the night. So yeah, FISA FAA is also on. That's a great match too. God, I kind of wish that was on instead of Tien versus Vakina. But obviously America, being the American, you got to put them on center court. But yeah. So it's a pretty busy day tomorrow. We're definitely going to be watching at least 5 matches. At least. Fonseca Sinner match of the day? I hope so. That's going to be so fun to watch. I hope Fonseca plays well. All right. Rybakina has the lead, 3-2. All right, let's see what Kostyuk's got. Yeah, so we've got Djokovic doubles tomorrow as well, so we might watch that. We might watch that again. As the return goes a slice of Kostyuk. Drop shot's too good, though. Nice. From Kostyuk. Lovely drop shot. 15 love. Good serve out wide. And then Kostyuk comes in and puts away the smash. 30 love. 30, love. As return goes to forehand Kostyuk. Backhand from Rybakina. Kostyuk volleys, but Rybakina puts away the forehand pass. That's 30-15. Soleil versus the cousins. Yeah, we'll watch that tomorrow. Alcaraz versus Rude is what I'm waiting for desperately. Blockbuster. Well, that'll probably be on Thursday. During the day, I think. And the return goes into the front of Kostyuk, and Kostyuk puts it away. 40-15. Kostyuk to level. All right, first serve the fault, second serve. Serve again. Return goes into the forehand Kostyuk. Backhand Rybakina. Kostyuk gets with her backhand. And then Rybakina backhand goes wide. And it's 3-all. Yeah, Eala is playing at night. Yeah. Is it what you predicted? Yeah, pretty much. I thought, I mean, yeah, I would have been shocked if she was playing during the day. I'm a little surprised she's playing center court instead of Anisimova, but, you know, I guess Indian Wells want to try and get that, try and lock in that, the Eala fans, right? They want to try and cash in on that. The Eala, I've been hearing it's called the Eala effect. So Indian Wells trying to bank on the Eala effect, I think. 15 love. It will be interesting to see if the stadium is as full. Because center court is, you know, I mean, it was full the other night, but also Coco was playing. So Noskova, I mean, Eala's the one who's going to be, you know, selling that match, right? She's going to be the one who's selling the tickets because. But is there more Eala? I mean, Dubai was one thing, but I don't know. I mean, Indian Wells will be interesting. It's a good, interesting test to see if the center court's going to be packed. But then again, Sinner and Fonseca are playing too. So for the night session, you're getting that as well. So I mean, maybe it is going to be sold out because of both matches, right? All right, 40 love. Like, I mean, you would buy it for. I mean, even if you don't watch WTA, you'd be watching Sinner versus Fonseca anyway, and then you'd stay for Eala and Noskova if you wanted. As we get a backhand in the net from Rybakina 40-15. Yeah, you got the Brazilian fans, the Filipino fans, the Italian fans, and then the Czech fans. So there's a lot of fan bases around because the Czechs got a lot of good players too, and then they're a big tennis nation too. So it's going to be a pretty interesting crowd situation. As that's a return winner by Kostyuk, 40-30. All right, 40-30. 7 to the back of Kostyuk. We're back in the backhand. To the forehand of Kostyuk. As we're back in the backhand goes long. We get to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. As Kostyuk with a passing shot winner on the stretch. Advantage Kostyuk to take the break here in the middle of the set. I heard Eala was like 0-15 against Czech players. Yeah. Yeah, I got to be honest. I'm a little worried about for Eala. I know she should win, right? She should win. But Noskova, as much as Noskova has the game the game suits Eala. We've seen a lot of players. Eala's beaten a lot of players that play like Noskova. Noskova also plays like a lot of players that Eala has struggled against, like Alexandrova, Valentova, recently. So it will come down to how Noskova deals with the crowd, but also how Noskova actually executes. Because she could overpower Eala if she wants to, but whether she does that or not is going to be interesting. Eala should win, though. She should be the favorite. She should win. It's her match to lose. Noskova's beatable. But it's not a match that should be overlooked. Like if you're looking at Paolini in the quarters, don't look too far. Like you gotta be looking at Noskova because Noskova is no joke. All right, 4-3. Rybakina holds. Noskova is good in the faster courts, but Indian Wells slow. Well, that's the thing, right? Indian Wells at night. It's gonna be the last match of the night. That's gonna favor Eala immensely. So yeah, the slow night session courts. It's probably not going to help Noskova at all. And then you throw her in a Lions Den with a bunch of mad fanatics, cheering against her. Everything she does wrong, they're going to get cheered. She's going to get cheered. So yeah, it's going to be pretty brutal tomorrow for Noskova. She's going to have to handle it a lot. Has Noskova actually played a night session though? Or she only played during the day? Because that might also be an interesting observation. So Noskova played first match yesterday. She played her first round. She played somewhere. She played, and I can't see when. Did she play? When did she play? No, she didn't play. I can't tell. Mukova? No. So yesterday she played during the day. Oh, and then she played during the day against Monero. So yeah, she hasn't played a night session. So this is going to be a totally different situation. Yeah, totally different conditions. So even more. It's going to be even harder for Noskova. Still shouldn't be overlooked, but yeah, this is going to be a tough. It's going to be a tough one for Noskova. If she wins this match, it will be a hell of an effort. I love 15. Eala is beatable too, just saying. Is she though? But is she though? I don't know. I mean, she's got a pretty good record this year. All right, love 30, double fault. All right, love 30. Danger for Kostyuk. She serves. A fault. Serving the forehand of Rybakina. Return goes long. And it's 15-30. Uh, 15-30. Zero fault. Second serve. As the return goes out by Rybakina, 30-all. As Rybakina puts it up into the sky, but Kostyuk puts it away with a forehand, 40-30. Eala is an emerging talented player. It's okay to hype, but Cam rooting for her like she's a legend already. Cam, calm down a bit. What? What? I don't know how, if you're, I don't think you're, are you listening? I feel like, I think you're hearing things. Anyways, Kostyuk golds 4-all. Back to Rybakina. The glazing is crazy. Hey, Dracula, why don't you leave? All right, if you don't like it, that's fine. I also really like Shelton, but, you know. 15 love. Like, I also like Kazuchika, but, okay. 15 love. As the return goes in the forehand of Rybakina, that's a good approach. And the volley's not bad, but Kostyuk's quick. Rybakina volleys it again. Kostyuk's quick. And then Rybakina finally misses the volley. It's 15-all. Good hustle from Kostyuk. 15-all. Cam is just an exciting and yelling streamer. Exactly. It's my job to get people excited about the sport. What do you want from me? Do you want me to be... I can be boring if you want. Kostyuk hits in the net. Rybakina has the 30-15 score. It's 4-all in the first set. Rybakina has been serving okay. Kostyuk is also playing pretty good. And this match has been very good. It's 4 games all. The winner plays somebody. Kostyuk returns it wide, and it's 40-15. Why did 5,000 people leave? We didn't even have that many people here. The hell? 40-15. Why are we on negative 3,000? What's going on? All right, Rybakina holds. All right. All right. I like your streams. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Don't worry. There's people that watch Eala because they don't like her, which is weird. There's more of those people out there. Just quietly in the shadows. Bro grabbed his mum's iPad and started typing. What's up? I want a tiebreak? Well, we might get one, but also Kostyuk's got a hold, so maybe we won't get one. We'll see what happens. Who's your favorite Czech player in the women's currently? I like Valentova. Valentova might be my favorite Czech player right now. On the women's side. On the men's side, you didn't ask me. I said women's side. Yeah, probably Valentova. I love her. I love how aggressive she plays, and how fired up she gets. Like, I love that. So yeah, probably Valentova. All right, but I do love watching Muchova. I love how Muchova plays. Her game is one of the best games to watch. All right, Kostyuk serving. As she serves to stay in the set, but wins the first point, 15-love. Love. Serving the backhand of Rybakina. Backhand of Kostyuk, the forehand of Rybakina. Kostyuk forehand again, the forehand of Rybakina. It's Kostyuk forehand again to the forehand of Rybakina. As Kostyuk gets backhand into the backhand of Rybakina. Kostyuk goes down line with the backhand. Rybakina slices it back. I'm saying back a lot as that goes out from Kostyuk. All right, 15-0. That's with a 4-4 rally. Kostyuk goes into the back of Rybakina. The back of Kostyuk, who hits an inside-out winner. 30-15. What about Big Four Barbara? I think Krejcikova is great. But, I mean, you asked me my favorite, so. As the return goes to the net by Rybakina, 40-15. Again, thanks everybody for sticking around. It's been a long day. We've almost been going 12 hours straight. As Kostyuk gets a forehand to the back of Rybakina. To the slice of Kostyuk, Rybakina. Backhand again to the slice of Kostyuk is Rybakina. Forehand cross-court winner, and it's 40-30. 40-30. As Kostyuk serves a fault. Second serve. Serving the forehand of Rybakina. Forehand from Kostyuk in the net. We get the deuce. All right, we get the deuce. As the backhand return goes to forehand of Kostyuk. Kostyuk gets it out. We got a set point for Rybakina out of nowhere. Everyone talking tie breaks. The hell? All right, advantage Rybakina. Set point. As the return goes to the forehand of Kostyuk. Back into Rybakina. To the slice of Kostyuk. It's Rybakina. Forehand cross court. Kostyuk gets it. Rybakina comes in. Puts away the backhand. The first set goes to Rybakina. Pretty much out of nowhere because everybody was saying tiebreak and it was 40-15. It felt like it was just cruising. And then Rybakina's like, no. I'm good. No tiebreak for me. Not on this set. Okay. Ten winners, 9 errors by Rybakina. 12 winners, 13 errors by Kostyuk. 4 double faults for Kostyuk. That definitely didn't help. And Rybakina converted both of the break points that she had. Kostyuk 1 of 3. All right. First set in the bag. Rybakina under the radar, even with the way she won that set. Yeah, that came out of nowhere. All right. What's up? So, Rybakina, I think Kostyuk went to the bathroom, so we're just waiting for her to come back. Again, thanks to everybody for joining. The channel has grown pretty substantially over the last couple of months, so thank you for joining. If you are new to the channel, don't be shy. Make sure you jump in the chat. We're a friendly bunch. So don't be afraid. By the way, Rybakina went to the bathroom. She's back now. So welcome. Welcome if you are new. My name is Cam, and I play the Fool. Sinner versus Fonseca should be a good match. It should be. It should be. All right, Rybakina. She's going to serve first in the second. And Rybakina serves. Yeah, Draper Djokovic is another banger matchup. As the return goes back into Kostyuk. Forehand of Rybakina. Into the forehand of Kostyuk. As Rybakina wins the first point. Kostyuk misses it down the line. And it's 15 love. By the way, chat, how many streams have we done this year? How many streams do you think we've done this year? How many? That's crazy. Alright, so, okay. 30-15, Rybakina. And Rybakina serves. A let. How many do you reckon we've done, chat? 6, 7. What are you, 3? All right, 30 all. 6, 7. This channel's for adults. What the hell? Who brought their kid to work? 30 all. As we default second serve. 100? Only 100. That's crazy. 120? 30 all. As the return goes into the backhand of Rybakina. Backhand Kostyuk into the forehand of Rybakina. Rybakina misses. And Kostyuk gets a break point, 30-40. 147? We have been watching tennis 68 days in a row. That is true. 347. 374. 256. 400? The hell? 6-7 still funny? Okay. 167. Good one. 213. Ooh, close. All right. 30-40. 400 rally. As Kostyuk slicing the ground, and it's deuce. All right, deuce. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. As with a forehand now to the backhand of Rybakina. Forehand from Kostyuk. The forehand of Rybakina is Kostyuk forehand down the line. That's too good. Advantage Kostyuk to get the break in the second. So yeah, about just over 200. I think it's like 207, something like that. I have to double check, but yeah, over 200 streams so far this year. And my favorite stream, I mean, the tiebreak 10 stream was pretty sick. That might be my favorite stream so far. All right, break point. As the return goes forward of Rybakina, backhand Kostyuk. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Rybakina hits it out. Kostyuk breaks. 1-love in the second. No. Tiebreak 10 counts as one stream. Alcaraz Vera was fun too. That was a fun match. Is Mike go 3? Yeah. All right. Rybakina down a break in the second. Kostyuk. 1-love. All right, first serve default, second serve. Hey, Mikey, thanks for being a member. You've been watching for 5 or 6 years. Finally became a member. Appreciate that. Thank you. Finally, chat, we wore him down. We wore Mikey down. It took 5 years, but finally, we convinced Mikey to become a member for $1 a month. We got you. Got him. Got him. Finally joined the club. By the way, if you want to be part of the club, it's only $1 a month. And if you don't want to be part of the club, fair enough. But you are missing out. And you will be missing out on some very very interesting things this year. So if you're not a part of the club, sorry. Can't help you. You want to be part of the club, though. People that are part of the club will know. As that goes out by Kostyuk. And it's 15:30. Finally drank the Kool-Aid. We're not a cult. It's not a cult. There's no Kool-Aid. Nah, that's all right, Mikey. I'm just kidding. 15:30. All right, 30-all. All right, 30-all. All right, serve again. There's a return. Oh, no, it's a double fault. All right, 30-40. Break. Break point to get back on serve. Only a cult leader will say we're not a cult. We're not a cult. We're a community. We're a community. All right? Totally different. Totally different. We're a community. 30-40. Totally different. Not even the same thing. As we get a backhand now from Kostyuk, the forehand of Rybakina. Forehand of Kostyuk. Again at the forehand of Rybakina. Kostyuk. Forehand goes long. We're back on serve. 1-1. All right. 1-all. All right. Rybakina level has dropped since AO, though is still high. I mean, yeah, she hasn't won a title since, but also it's been like one match. Hasn't she only played like one tournament and then lost? She lost to what? She lost to Mboko, and then she had to retire. So, I mean, it's not terrible, though. I mean, you said still high level, though, so... Yes, dear leader. I'm not. Shut up. Don't say that. Love 15. That's not what this is. This is a community. There's no leader. I'm the captain, though. It's different. This is a pirate ship, all right? I'm not the leader. It's weird. The captain. Backhand return winner. Love 30. What time is it for you in Australia? It's 4:30. Captain Campsborough. That's it. I've got the rum. We're all good. Everything's good. Where's my jar of dirt? Love 30. Double fault. Oh, no. Check on Weston. Love 40. Uh-oh. Love 40. Rybakina in trouble again. Love 40. As the return goes into the front of Rybakina, she pushes it wide. 3 breaks to start the second. All right. 2-1 Kostyuk. Break. When Cam starts selling Kool-Aid, then it's time to worry. Don't worry, there's no Kool-Aid here. Cam, your hair looks good today, man. Thank you. I didn't do anything. I just woke up. What do you prefer, Cam? A lot of members, a lot of super chats. Neither. Good vibes. And good matches, to be honest. If the matches are boring, someone donates $100, it's not going to make a difference. It's still going to be a boring match. I guess Rybakina not breaking her again. Look, anything could happen. Rybakina's ranking. Or what's Rybakina doing? Oh. You don't even care about her ranking. Speaking of rankings, though. Segue. Number 3 in the world. By the way, Rybakina and Swiatek are playing for number 2. Not in this match, but for this tournament, they're definitely fighting for number 2. Which means, like, if you're number 2, you avoid Sabalenka until the final. So, and also, Kostyuk is currently 29 in the world. If she does win this match, she will overtake Eala and go to number 26. For now, unless Eala wins tomorrow and then Eala overtakes her. So, yeah. And Andreeva has dropped down to number 10. Bencic, Mukova, Noskova, Osaka all have an opportunity to kick Andreeva out of the top 10. So there you go. 2-1. Kostyuk with the break. As Kostyuk makes an error, love 15. All right, we got a fault, second serve. As the return goes into the backhand of Kostyuk, backing up from Rybakina in the net. And it's 15 all. Eala's overhyped. No. She's just actually pretty good. Like, she's actually, like, good. $15-all. As we had double fault Kostyuk. 15-30. Uh, 15-30. As we go back into backhand rally. Kostyuk with a forehand crossed into the forehand of Rybakina. Kostyuk forehand to the forehand of Rybakina again as Kostyuk hits a backhand cross court in the backhand of Rybakina. They go backhand to backhand. Now a deep one from Kostyuk. Rybakina gets it back though. As we get another backhand to backhand exchange. Now down the line of the forehand of Rybakina. Into the backhand of Kostyuk. Rybakina again to the backhand of Kostyuk. Now slice Rybakina. Kostyuk slice goes in the net. Rybakina's got breakback points. $15-40. Cam, you were talking about Swiatek, tough draw, round of 16, playing 13th seed. Yep. And I stand by that. She has a very tough draw. All right, 15-40. Serving to the back end of Rybakina, but she hits it in the net on the return. All right, 30-40. One saved. $30-40. As Kostyuk serves again. As Rybakina hits it out on the return, we get the deuce. As the return goes to Fauna Kostyuk. Fauna Rybakina in the net. Advantage Kostyuk. All right, advantage Kostyuk to take the 3-1 lead. First serve is a fault. Second serve is a let. As the return goes into the forehand of Kostyuk, backing out from Rybakina. As a backhand Kostyuk cross-court winner, 3-1. Kostyuk takes the lead and consolidates the break. Three, one. Eala is not the only player who is coming up. There are also other players making waves. The tennis universe doesn't evolve around Eala. Yeah, good luck trying to convince Filipinos to support somebody else. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, actually, you know how you really like Eala? You should not like Eala, and you should like Andreeva instead, because she's younger and also in the top 10. That's impossible. What are you doing? There's no chance it's going to happen. The best you can do is be like, hey, I love that you like Eala, but also guess what? There's also other players too. Stick around long enough, you'll find out. Encouraging people to stick around through Eala is a good thing. Instead of being like, the player you like actually isn't that good. I don't like your player. You should like someone else instead. They're not going to change. They're not going to change allegiances. You're fighting a losing battle. The best you can do. By the way, speaking of Eala, there's Eala fans here that are not. Eala's not playing, and they're there. So it's a case in point. There's people in the chat that are like, "Oh, I really like Eala, but I'm also curious about what Rybakina is doing." That's how you get people to actually watch the sport. I myself was a Leighton Hewitt fan. Didn't watch anybody else, and then I got a little bit curious about who's Andy Roddick? Who's Murat Safin? You know? Who cares about Roger Federer? He was too good. And I don't care for that. Who's Rafa? You know, that's how I got into tennis. I started with Leighton and then learned all about all these other players. It's all right. Federer's fans aren't here. 3-2. I'll never forgive him for that 2004 US Open. But yeah, and that's how, I'm sure most of you came in here, you watched one player, and now you watch more players. Same with the Eala fans. They'll watch Eala, and instead of berating them for being Eala fans and being like, you don't know what you're talking about, that's silly. Encouraging them to watch other people, that's how you grow it. That's how you grow the sport. That's how you get everyone into more tennis. That's look how many Eala fans are watching this one. See? Much better than being like, oh, you like Eala? Why be a gatekeeper? Don't be a gatekeeper. Gatekeepers are boring. Cam also doesn't support just Australian players. He supports everyone. That's true too. I thought you were going to say he doesn't watch Aussie players, doesn't support Aussies. I'm like, I do support Aussies. I just don't watch them because it's too painful. All right. 3-2. Rybakina is in trouble. Let's hear it for our leader. Shut up. That's not what this is. This is a community. There are no leader. Eala supporter here. Eala is living rent-free in haters' minds. Yeah, so much true. But, yeah. Look, if you don't have haters, then you're probably not doing anything worth hating. Is that what they say? Also, by the way, we got to also clarify as well. Anybody who says, who criticizes something isn't always a hater. But there's people that are out there that definitely are like, I hate this player, and I'm going to say mean things about this player every chance I get. But there's also a group of people that are like, almost like asking, like, why has Eala got so much support? And they're not being haters, right? They're just asking because they're confused. They're like, what's like, where'd this come from? Like, why? What am I missing out on? Like, so we got to remember there's also like people that are it's not just like haters and fans, right? It's not as easy as that, right? There are people that are curious about, like, oh, Eala, why is she so popular all of a sudden? What happened? You know, just because they question it doesn't mean they hate, right? But then there's people that come in and just like full on for every player, not just Eala. They do it for Coco too, right? Any player that gets any sort of attention, there's going to be a group of people that are going to be angry. But yeah, so we can't just all like, you know, people that are asking questions about, you know, I don't get the popularity of Eala. No, that's okay. You can ask that. There's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't mean you hate Eala. Anyways, 30 love. Drop volley is no good. But, great pickup, though, from Kostyuk on the second volley. And then she hit the tape and hit a winner. Kostyuk got very lucky with that. 40 love. She's not the center of the universe, but other players are making moves. Yeah. Agree. We talk about that all the time. But also, out of all the young players right now, there's a lot more interest in Eala. You know? Just like when Coco was coming up in 2019, she wasn't the only young player either. But she was the one that everybody was watching. Everyone was focusing on her. You know? Like, it's... Yeah. Nobody decides who gets the most fans. It just happens. It just happens. Nobody decides these things. There's no, like, rules. Well, you have to do this, and this, and then you get this many fans. No. Some people just come in at 50 in the world and have a 100 million fans. Like, there's no rules. You know? All right. 4-2, by the way. As with a forehand slice into the net by Kostyuk. 15 love. It's not Eala's fault that the whole country supports her. Exactly. And plus, by the way, speaking of other players that are also young, up-and-coming players, Mboko is incredible, right? We've been watching Mboko for the best part of 6 months. If you've been paying attention, we've been talking her up like crazy. I think she is, out of all the young players, she's the one that's probably most likely to win a slam. Maybe this year. Obviously, we've been talking about Andreeva for 3 years because she's been around for that long. Broke out 3 years ago, and she's been on the radar for years, right? Who else are the young players? I mean, Schneider's had a bit of a stumble, but she was great at the end of 2024. We talk about Join a lot. She's been doing less, not as great at this stage, but still very, very... as an Aussie, we haven't watched her because I don't watch Aussies, but as an Aussie, I'm excited for that. Valentova, like I just said, she's my favorite Czech player right now. I think she's got a great attitude. We've seen Balic. She played great in Abu Dhabi as a quality. We watched her. She's got a great fiery attitude as well. She's fun to watch. You know? Who else is there? There's a lot of players that are like 21 in the top 10. If there was a next-gen finals for the women's, it would be very, very competitive. But again, we talk about them all. We watch them all. We don't watch, every Valentova match, right? But, Sonmez is another one, right? Sonmez is another one. There's a lot of great talent coming through. All right, 40-15. As that goes out in the return from Kostyuk, and it's 4-3. So the WTA have a lot to look forward to. There's a lot of players coming through that are going to be really fun to see take on this current generation. All right, trainers out on the court for Kostyuk. You don't seem enthusiastic about this match at all. I've been streaming for 12 hours straight, mate. We're getting to the end of the stream. It's getting a bit... and also, this match hasn't been the highest of quality at this stage. Yeah, we haven't even watched Lily Tagger, who apparently has a one-handed backhand, is an absolute superstar. So I can't even wait to watch her. So yeah, there's a lot of players. All right, so Kostyuk just taking a couple of tablets to see what's... I don't know what she's dealing... Maybe she's dealing with some fatigue. We'll see what's up. Yeah, there's a young Australian, Emerson Jones. I feel like but the problem with Australian tennis is that once we have a young player that's good, they throw her into the fire and they put her into the deep end. And they throw her into playing against like fucking Rybakina's first round and shit. And I hate that. Like we treat our young players, we throw them to the wolves, and I think Jones lost in the qualies of this tournament. But I'd rather play qualies of tournaments rather than like getting wild cards and getting free passes and playing first rounds against killers and then losing confidence. Like, I don't think that's not going to be a good thing for her. And at the Australian Open every year, she'll get a wild card because it's Australia, but also, yeah, I don't know. She seems to always just like, I think it's too early for her to play top 10 players. Like, she needs, we put her in the qualies to, give her a couple of matches to gain the confidence of making the main draw. But Australian tennis, we do that. We have a problem with that. We throw, like, we give wild cards to like the young players who haven't even played a WTA match yet or ATP match, and they get smacked, and then we're like, what's the point with that? So yeah. So I'm hoping that Emerson Jones doesn't lose confidence by playing against killers at a young age. She'll develop, yeah, but I hope that like I don't think she deserves a wild card for being a great junior, but I kind of wanted to not get wild cards as much, so she can play the qualies and then play against the top 200 and play against, work her way to top 100 players and then play the top 10 eventually. But like playing top 10 in a first round of a Grand Slam when the world is watching you, that's not good if you get bageled. I don't think that's not good confidence. That's not good experience, right? It just shows how far away you are from everything. I think step by step for somebody like that is better. Otherwise, God forbid she loses her confidence, and then and it's happened to a lot of players in Australia in particular. We've had a lot of these things happen where a young player comes along, they give wild cards, and then all of a sudden they learn how hard it is, and then things go bad, and then they can't live up to that. Because if you get a wild card in Australia, everyone's like, oh, you're the next big thing. So then everyone's like, oh, what's happening with this person? Why are they not good now? You said they were good. You gave them a wild card. And then the expectation of the public gets crazy, right? As Kostyuk in the net 30-all. But anyways, so I hope Emerson Jones, I hope that they don't just like give her all the wild cards, because I don't know if her development should be through like working through the qualies or working through, unless she gets a wild card and gets a big win. That's great, but she hasn't had that yet. She hasn't been able to do that yet. So maybe it's better if she gets a chance to qualify. Give her a chance to try and qualify for the French Open, right? Or something. 30-all. Is it a 4-4 rally? Another forehand from Rybakina into the forehand of Kostyuk. Kostyuk hits it wide. And it's break point. Rybakina to get back on serve. 30-40. Joint should have developed more. I think Joint's doing fine. I think Joint's been fine. It's just this year she hasn't been as good. She's struggled with injury early. She struggled with illness. So yeah, she's had a bit of a stunted start, but she's been fine, Joint. I mean, Joint had a great year last year. She won a couple of titles. Joint's been fine. She just hasn't been as good this year yet. All right, break point for Rybakina. Return goes into the forehand of Kostyuk. Rybakina forehand. Kostyuk hits it in the net. There's the break back. 4-all. 4-4. All right. 4-all. Yeah. All right, 4-0. As a return from Kostyuk is too good. Love 15. Love 15. All right. As the ball kid, I think, fell over. Did they just trip up? What's up? They all right? Serving to the forehand of Kostyuk. Forehand now from Rybakina goes in the forehand of Kostyuk. But Kostyuk hits it up. 15-0. All right, return goes in the backhand of Rybakina. Backhand from Kostyuk. Goes in the net. And it's 30-15 Rybakina. There's a great match between Swiatek or Mukova. Who you got? I'm going to go Swiatek, but yeah, that is going to be a crazy match. Yeah, there's so many of those kind of matches going on. As a return goes off the tape to the forehand of Rybakina. Forehand now from Kostyuk goes nowhere. 40-15. Serve is a fault. Second serve. As a return from Kostyuk goes to forehand of Rybakina. Backhand of Kostyuk is in the net. And Rybakina takes a 5-4 lead, and Kostyuk's going to serve to stay in the set. Carbon copy the first set, I know, right? It definitely feels like the first set. 5-4. Thanks for joining us, by the way. I know it's been a long day, but I'm glad we could watch Rybakina. And then tomorrow we've got one of the rarest matches hasn't happened for 8 years. Osaka versus Sabalenka, which I am so pumped for. Tomorrow's going to be so much fun. There is some really interesting matches tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a start to finish day again. It's going to be hectic. No worries, Greg's. I'm glad we could watch Rybakina. It's been interesting. All right. Kostyuk going to serve to stay in the match. All right, Kostyuk to serve. It's Kostyuk 15 love. And return goes in the forehand of Kostyuk. Good shot to the forehand of Rybakina. Kostyuk drop shot goes wide. It's 15-0. All right, 15-0. As Kostyuk can't get that one back. Forehand now, winner by Rybakina. And it's 15-30. Rybakina 2 points away. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. No, it was a double fault. My bad. All right, 15-40. Match points Rybakina. This does feel like the first set. Match points Rybakina. To get it done, make the fourth round. Serving the forehand Rybakina. Great return winner. That's how you finish a match. Wow. It wasn't easy. But Rybakina gets it done in straights. 4-4. And she clutches it out in the end. Terrible high five by the coaches. All right. Terrible high five. It's like they were doing a fucking training exercise. Anyways, 4-4. 44 minutes per set. It was perfect. The perfect balance. Both sets identical almost. I don't know how many points were played in each, but I'm sure it was the exact same. All right. Tough one for Kostyuk. She was very much in both of those sets, and she has nothing to show for it. And she got broken to lose both sets as well. That sucks for her. But Rybakina is going to take on Cartel, who took out Keys. So that's going to be, that should be a winnable match based on paper. But we'll see. In a couple of days, we'll see. We will see. By the way, chat, we're 3 minutes away from 12 hours streamed in a row. So congratulations to anybody who stuck around for the entire 12 hours. You should go outside, get some fresh air, and touch some grass. And make sure that everything's going on. Like, is everything outside okay? I haven't been outside. Is it all right? What's going on out there? Nothing? Okay, good. All right. Nice, thank you. New, appreciate it. Watched all while I was at work. Hey, well, congratulations. Hopefully, work went fast. Touched some grass. Yeah, I need to. No, I need to make videos, so I can't go outside. I have things to do. I have to do things. Yep, fight for number 2 still on. So yeah, so tomorrow we got a big day again. The next couple of days are actually pretty massive. We've got 4th round day 1, starting with Osaka versus Sabalenka, and we go on from there. And then we got day 2 of the as well, which is pretty hectic. And then all the quarterfinals are all the same day, so it's going to get real messy. And then we get semifinals, finals. So yeah, so it's going to be pretty hectic. And Nissimova and Boko on Stadium 2. I think Indian Wells want to test out the Eala effect. I think that's the only reason they want to see if Eala can after the Fonseca match and Sinner match. They want to see if the Eala fans are going to stay the entire match. I think that's what they're doing, and I'm for it. You're not watching Mukovic Swiatek? That's not happening, Jazz. That's coming up in 2 days. That's not tomorrow. Philippine time for the Eala's match this time tomorrow. This time tomorrow. I'm still with you since 12 hours ago. Hey, thanks for sticking around. Handshake was fine. They shook hands. The Eala 2 sets tomorrow, okay. Rybakina's ability to play like both Alicia Parks and Serena is commendable. I mean, she packs a punch. Best serve in the world, Rybakina. Best server on the planet. Cool. All right. So yeah. So tomorrow we have a big day, so I'm going to get ready for that. But thank you for hanging out. Again, thank you for sticking around. If you stuck around all day, you're a mad person, and I appreciate you. Rybakina wins. She wins 4-4, and she will now take on Cartel, who took out Madison Keys today. So not a good match for Rybakina, right? A good matchup. Rather than playing Madison Keys, Grand Slam champion, you're playing Cartel, unseeded player. So much more favorable matchup. But who knows? Maybe Cartel's going to do some damage. 4-4. She beats Kostyuk. Get some sleep. We got a big day tomorrow.